So nDreams have just ported PSVR Classic FRACKED to the Quest 2 and 3. There's nothing new here, no additional content, they're straight ports, which I hope sets a precedent for all the other PSVR games stuck on that platform. The big positive of Quest is that I can go back and play everything I've ever bought on the Quest store on the latest Quest headset. I don't have to leave anything behind. But it also gives FRACKED a new lease of life with much higher resolution and clearer displays. FRACKED is an action-adventure shooter and a pioneer of the cover system now refined for Synapse on PSVR 2 and the upcoming online shooter Frenzies from the same studio. It's cool seeing the origins of these systems, but it does also feel like an earlier dated game on the back of this. Although there's much more blockbuster style spectacle Quest users might be less familiar with, running and gunning, skiing and gunning, big explosions and destruction galore, alongside cool scripted sequences and small puzzle sections and even some climbing to break the action up. It isn't a particularly long game at around 3 to 4 hours, but with a revised pricing of £15.99, €17.99 and $19.99, I do think it's worth picking up if you're a fan of big action shooters. This isn't about accurate gunplay though, the guns don't even have proper iron sights, this is absolutely a spray shooter. And you also find one-off special weapons on the way. Revolvers, shotguns, grenade launchers and more. Everything is paced at breakneck speed and at no point did this cause motion sickness. It looks good too, most of the texturing is interesting, a painterly comic book style, however some textures just flat out look bad, with the opening scene showing off a fairly pixelated skybox which is one of my pet peeves in VR, but this may be down to an early build I'm playing. AI issues remain too, with enemies getting stuck in scenery, unable to find me or just standing in one spot, but this doesn't happen often enough to cause serious problems. I'd love a little more environment, enemy and playstyle variety. The shooting segments revolve around you entering an area, the game throwing waves of enemies at you until you defeat them, then letting you move on, rinse and repeat. It'd be more tiresome if the gunplay didn't feel as great as it does. Small issues when ultimately I had a bunch of fun. I think it's worth picking up just before the huge lineup of releases we have throughout the rest of the year. For more reviews, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. I'm still editing my Gamescom coverage, which is coming soon, but until then, I'll see you on the other side.